You know those pieces of advice you get and you're like, man, that really made a huge difference in my career here? Well, this is one of those pieces of advice. Will Simpson here, and welcome to Exploring Photography. Today I wanted to go over a piece of advice that I got in the very beginning when I first started that made a huge difference, and it seems very, very simple and very, very easy. But the benefits that I got from it made a major difference. And that's simply, when you're first starting out, to use a prime lens over a zoom lens. Now you might think, what? That's a stupid piece of advice. But really think about it. The difference between a prime and a zoom is very simple. This is a 50mm prime, which means it's stuck at 50mm. This is a 24-70 zoom, which means it can zoom from 24 to 70. Now you might think, well, why wouldn't I just do that? I can get much more range. But here's the downfall. When you use a zoom lens at the beginning, and it's all you know, you become somewhat of a lazy photographer. Now, don't get me wrong, don't take insult to that, because I do it all the time. That's what I use primarily now, is zoom lenses. But in the beginning, you lose the ability to learn about movement, about distance, about angles, about these different things that you're forced to do with a 50 prime. For example, you put on a 50 prime and you're way too close to someone. Well, you know you need to back up. You put on a 24-70 and you're at 50 and you're like, oh, I need to back up. No, I just zoom out to 24. But then you lose the effect that the 50 now is creating. You lose that blur, that bokeh. The other thing is angles. Angles makes a huge difference. When you're shooting with angles, when you're shooting with a prime, you're forced to get in different positions. You're forced to figure out how to make something work. If something doesn't work at 50, and that's all you have, and you have to get the shot, well, you figure out how to do it. You learn problem solving, and that is a big thing in photography. If you have a zoom lens, it's very easy to simply zoom in and out to adjust the problem. But by zooming in and out, you're affecting your overall image. Refer to my lenses part 2 video. It shows you the difference from 15mm up to 200mm and what that huge difference can be. So from 24 to 50, can make a big difference. So using a prime forces you to move and change positions and adjust and problem solve. And as a beginner, that is invaluable. I cannot tell you how many times I would have just shortcutted it with a zoom lens rather than being at a fixed focal length. Not to mention, sometimes these things are way cheaper. For example, this 50mm prime, this Canon one, is $125 and it's a 1.8 f-stop. It's a huge difference. Obviously, there are prime lenses that are like $2,000, $1,500 and stuff, but you can get super cheap prime ones that are just as good. Like I use this one all the time and I absolutely love it. The other thing is, with a prime lens, generally you get a lower f-stop, and this allows you to really learn how to get tack sharp focusing. With the zoom lens, for example, this is a 2.8. It's easier to get focus than it is to get with a 1.8. But you start getting that tack sharp focus on eyes with a 1.8, let me tell you, you will be able to focus on anything, and it makes a big difference in the practice. Yeah, you're probably gonna miss focus a lot and you're gonna suck, but that's what comes with learning. But just keep practicing and you'll start getting that tack sharp focusing. It'll make a big difference. Now, if you love that really moody look on Instagram, then I wanna give you 3 of my moody presets that actually look super good. They are amazing and give you that exact moody look that you want. I created 3 of them for Lightroom, and I'm also gonna send you the DNG files for Lightroom Mobile so you can have these awesome presets on your computer and your phone. All you have to do is either send me an email, my email will be in the description, or there'll be a link, an updated link. I haven't got that worked out yet, so it's either gonna be my email, send me an email, or a link, fill out the form, and they'll be emailed directly to you. Anyways, let's keep going. So this is a super quick video. That's all I wanted to tell you. It's just a very quick piece of advice, and it might seem really silly, and you might think, I really don't need it. Here's what I recommend as a practice. Get a prime lens and use it for a month. That's it. Use only your prime lens for a month. I guarantee you will learn more about how to take photos and how to take better photos in that month than you will working with a zoom lens. So that is my challenge to you. If you do it, let me know. But that's it for this video. Just wanted to keep it short and simple, give you a piece of advice that changed my life. Nothing big. Nothing too big. Anyways, like the video if you thought this was helpful and if you agree. If you have any questions, comment, subscribe. I do videos like this every Monday at 7 p.m. And I'll see you guys next time.